guys, it's your girl Fairy Queens here, and welcome back to another live stream. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing amazing. Connor, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Welcome in everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a live Q&A over episode 3 of Ravenwood Rising. I'd normally like to do a little watch party, but we didn't get to do that. So instead, we will watch it together. We'll watch episode 3 together. I'll talk about it here, and then we can do some Q&As. So let me open up the Q&A thing real quick. But yeah, hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Oh, I'm wearing the same shirt as I wore yesterday, by the way. Long story. And I stubbed my toe. Well, all of my toes. Okay, I'll tell you that in a minute. Let me open up the Q&A. Questions about episode 3. Task here. You think the lighting looks good? Really? I hate it. I always hate the lighting. Oh my gosh. I feel like it looks too bright. I feel like it... Whatever. It's fine. Okay, so... This is... before we start watching it, let me just tell you a really quick story. Really quick, I promise. My dog must have rolled in poop or something dead outside. She always does this. Oh, you can't hear the music? You can't hear it? She always does it. She always rolls in dead things. Can you hear it now? Can you hear it then? Could you hear it then?
You're ugly. You're disgusting.
Can you hear that?
Give me
Thank you, Jay!
Time
Thank
out,
you.
Connor, for this prize.
Okay, I'll time out Connor. Bye, Connor. Can you hear it now, Mona? What if I do this? You should be able to... Oh, I know why you can't hear it. Now? No. Now you can hear it. Could you not even hear the music during the starting soon screen? No, you could hear that, right? Okay, can you hear this now? Hopefully you can hear this now. Did I get a tattoo? No. Does it look like I got one? Does it look like I got one? I didn't. I'm so afraid to get a tattoo. Where do you think I got a tattoo? This? I haven't gotten a tattoo. Oh, that's my icon on my arm. I'm dead. That's so funny. Can you hear the audio now, Mona? You should be able to hear it now. Let me see. Mona, you should be able to hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Okay, that's good now. Okay, anyway. So my dog must have rolled around in poop or something, or like a dead animal. She always does this. She's obsessed with it. I don't know why.
You're ugly.
And
You're
oh, thank you
disgusting. Kill you. Give me $200.
Time
Joe.
out, Joe, for this prize.
Okay, bye, Joe. Bye, Joe. So she came in here during the starting soon screen. She came in here and she was licking me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why do I smell like I smell like poop? Like I don't smell like poop, but I smell like poop. I don't smell like poop, but you know what I'm trying to say. I smelled something like poop, okay? So, anyway, I knew that it was obviously on her. Like she must have rolled around in poop. So during the starting soon screen, I had to go into the bathroom and get a towel and like quickly put soap on it and water and like try to like wash her off because I didn't have time to give her a bath. And I was I was doing it so fast that I tried to use my foot to open the door, like close the closet door and then open like the door so that way I could run back in here. And in the process of that, I kicked the door so hard that I literally physically heard all of my toes crack. Like they didn't break, but like you know how like you like do that? Yeah, that happened to my toes because I kicked it so hard. But I'm okay now. It hurt, but I'm okay. I'm okay. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that story really quick. I'm good though. I'm fine. Yes, it hurt very badly. But I ran back in here for you guys because I know that you're very excited for tonight's live stream. I know you're very excited. No, I don't smell like poop. No, I smelled Like poop. You're making me laugh. Stop it. You're making me laugh. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and rewatch episode 3 together. And I want to see if any of you guys can catch on to, sorry, Troy just got home. I'm gonna close my door really quick. I'm gonna see if any of you guys can catch on to an editing mistake that I made in episode 3. I'm so upset about. I'm so upset about it. Let me close this. Okay, I closed the door, so hopefully you won't be able to hear Troy anymore. I haven't made an editing mistake up until this episode. I'm so upset. You do know what it is? No, you don't. I didn't tell you. Do you really know what it is though? Okay, wait. Tell me what you think it is. I want to see if you know what it is. Tell me. I want to see if you actually know. Dude, you don't know. I haven't told you guys. There's no way that you know. What is it? I told you the script mistake. There was, well, it wasn't really a mistake. There was something in the script that I would have liked to word differently. But there was an actual editing mistake that I didn't tell you guys. I didn't tell you guys what it is yet. Okay, let's get episode 3 right here on the screen. Right here. Okay. You said editing? I told you there was a mistake with the script, and then there was an editing mistake. But you don't know what that is yet. I want to see if you catch on to it, though. See if you catch on to it in this one. And just watch very closely, okay? Watch very closely. I'm not gaslighting you! I literally, oh my gosh. You're gaslighting yourself. I didn't tell you. Okay, here we go. Episode 3. If you guys want to sit with me, by the way, I'm in Realm. Yeah, let me go to Realm Pixie. I'm in Realm Pixie in the comments. Okay, here we go. Let's watch.
Previously on Ravenwood Rising.
Okay.
Is it just in my head, or is everyone still talking about me?
Is this too quiet, or is it okay?
Everyone's still talking about me.
Is this okay?
My dear, it appears you forgot to change into your designated school uniform.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Hey, I know you. You're Tyler Rising's sister. The school always hosts a homecoming dance. Something about breaking the ice and getting to know your fellow wizards, I guess.
Ugh. What is little Miss Whiteout doing over there with Dylan Jackal? And Sebastian Breyer? Oh, Luna, what happened to your cute glasses? They suited you so well.
Sarah!
If this was your way of getting yourself into a school uniform, it wouldn't have worked. But thankfully, we have the best headmaster in the spiral, and he just so happened to come up with a solution. Follow me.
A solution, huh? Guess we'll see about that. Oh, are we?
In my dorm room? Yes. Now, I normally don't do this, but this is an exception. Welcome in. Oh, and don't forget to take your boots off. I already vacuumed twice today. Headmaster Ambrose had this delivered here just for you. Up this way. He's been doing some research into your family's background, and it seems that you come from thaumaturges and conjurers, right? Well, since your results came back inconclusive, he felt thaumaturgy would be the best fit for you for now. Although I've never seen an all-white uniform before. Anyway, go ahead, try it on.
Thaumaturgy? This is the headmaster's solution? Well, I guess Tyler and Dad will be happy. Here I come.
Oh, spin around for me and gotta make sure it fits, right? Aha! Saved another student at last. Amazing work, Erica.
Phew. Hopefully all the other students will stop picking on me now.
Picking on you? Oh, no, not on my watch. We've already enforced the anti-bullying rule after some kid got thrown into the commons pond last fall. I even made posters to place around the school as a reminder to be kind. Oh, does anyone even care about how hard I work to keep this place the best academic institution in this spiral?
Oh, it's...
Well, I am not about to stop now. For the sake of the anti-bullying rule, how about we give you a little makeover? I may be the student wizard president and all, but I also know how to turn people's heads. How do you think I won homecoming queen last year? It's the looks, what can I say?
Are you sure?
Lana, have I ever been wrong?
It's Luna.
Just trust me. A little bit of a hair dye, some colored contacts, a little eyeshadow. Voila!
Erica, I can't go out like this.
What? Why?
It's just... I look...
But you're so pretty! Oh, fine. Voila! Part 2!
Oh my gosh.
So, what do you think? Do you love it? I told you I was good with makeup. Wait, did I tell you that? Well, I am. I'm good at many things.
I... love it.
Good, because I'm all out of hair dye anyway. Now, don't expect any more favors from me until after the homecoming dance, Luna. There is still so much to prepare for, and if anyone is going to do it right, it's me. Speaking of which, the homecoming meeting. Oh, no. How is this much time already passed? Go on, get out. I'm gonna be late.
Yo, dude, who's that girl?
I wish I looked that good in white. Isn't that the girl who got kicked out of Professor Wu's class today? Looks like she finally got a uniform.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
Whoa, did you guys see Luna? She's so pretty. I mean, pretty ugly.
You okay, Sarah? You're looking like you just saw a ghoul.
Ugh, just shut up. This little makeover plan of hers means nothing. Everyone here knows I'm on top, and I'll make sure it stays that way. Right?
Obviously.
Sorry.
Get 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each.
Give me that ooh.
Good evening, young wizard. Where to?
Pixie Trails, please.
Ha! I had a friend who grew up there. Here you go. Enjoy your ride.
I'm sorry, the wind must have...
No worries, I got it. That... Luna?
Thanks.
You look different. Headmaster finally got you into a uniform?
Yeah, thaumaturgy.
Interesting. I haven't seen a full white uniform before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I guess
I have my mic muted because Troy's making noise, but I just want you to know that I was laughing.
anything's better than a starter robe with mana juice on it.
All aboard!
So where are you headed?
Pixie Trails. It's where my family lives.
Decided dorm life isn't for you?
Maybe next year. I'm kind of a homebody.
Nothing wrong with that.
You?
I go back home on the weekends to help my mom. I'm the oldest of 5, so it's been hard on her ever since my dad, he's just gone. But he'll be back.
4 siblings. That must have been fun growing up.
It was definitely something. Hey, look where we're passing. That's where I learned to cast my first sunbird back.
Luna.
What happened?
Did you see that too? On the window?
See what?
The symbol. I swear I just saw it on the... All passengers may now deboard the train. I gotta go.
Bye?
Oh, Luna, just in time for dinner. And look, you got your uniform. Did you change your hair? Suits you.
Oh, yeah, one of the girls at school helped me out.
Whoa, look at the Rising's newest thaumaturge. I'll teach you everything I know. There's a reason why I'm the best in my class.
Another ice. I can't say I'm surprised. Your old dad has always had strong genes.
Miss Steele, your parents requested I inform you about their whereabouts this weekend. They'll be attending another Empower convention in Marleybone. From your mother.
Hi, honey. We're so sorry we missed your first week at Ravenwood, but we hope you had a lot of fun. Remember, if you need anything at all, the Backpack Butler's at your service. And don't worry about the expenses. Your dad and I already paid it off in advance. Love you. Gotta go.
Of course, they're gone again.
You seem uncomfortable. Is there anything I can do for you?
Just get out of my face, you rusty piece of metal. I will not allow that stupid Luna girl to think she's prettier than me. Who does she think she is? Trying to overthrow me on my stomping ground? That little sleaze. Little Miss Luna thinks she's so beautiful now. I'll change that. I'll remind everyone here who she really is. Just a lousy excuse of a wizard. No one will take my place here. No one. And especially not her.
Is everything okay, Miss Steele?
Shut up!
Thanks for dinner, Pops. I'm gonna head off to bed. Gotta wake up early to practice my Rochambeaus.
Heard you loud and clear. That boy's gonna end up knowing more spells than me soon, I tell ya. Here, I have something for you. I've been waiting to give this to you.
Is this?
This was your mother's, yes. She wanted to give this to you herself once you enrolled in Ravenwood.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Now that you have your uniform, I'd say now is as great a time as ever. Jay, I can't tell you how many years it's been since that thing was last used. I'm not even sure if it works anymore. Anyway, I know she'd be so proud of you.
I hope so.
Well, this sure makes me look bad. I don't have a gift for you, but what do you say I make it up with your favorite breakfast in the morning? Stego waffles and starfruit?
You know me so well. Oh, Mom. There's so many things I wish I could tell you. Did you feel this way too? Everything feels so off. Like I don't belong. And I keep having this weird vision? Hallucination? I don't even know what to call it. Is it just stress? Maybe it's my eyes getting used to the contacts. That's probably what it is, right? Probably. Ravenwood High sure is not what I expected. But I know if you were here, you would tell me that it'll get better. You always were so positive. Thank you for the wand. I'll keep it safe.
To be continued.
Okay. I kept my mic muted throughout all of that, so that way, for those of you who haven't watched it, you could get a not interrupted feel of what episode 3 was. Does anyone here know what the mistake in episode 3 editing wise was? Does anyone here know what it was? At all? The wand? No. No. If you guys don't know what it is, I'm glad. But once I put it out, no. It wasn't. Although that was actually so smart, I probably should have put mana juice on it. Oh my gosh, bro, that wasn't the mistake. Oh my god, look at her head. I should have put mana juice on it. Wow, that actually was a good observation. That was a mistake too. But no, that wasn't it. No, her pink boots were on purpose because she changed into her... Have you guys really not noticed what it is yet? But no, she changed out of her boots into her socks. So the pink boots were on purpose. But I did forget to put the mana spill on her. That was a good observation. Okay, I'll give you a hint. The mistake that I'm talking about, no, it's not the teleporter in the door. The mistake that I'm talking about is in scene 1. It's in the scene where she's with Erica getting a makeover. Here, I'll play it one more time. This is so funny. I'll play it one more time and then you guys can see. I'm gonna see if you guys, I know. I'm gonna see if you guys pick up on it. Okay. I'll play it. I'll play the mistake. Okay, did anyone pick it up yet? I just played it. I just played the mistake. Did anyone pick it up? Okay, wait, did you? It's the robe. I forgot to edit the robe right here, hanging from the vine, and I edited it in here. See? It was the robe! It was supposed to be hanging from that vine. So this whole part of the first scene should have had the robe hanging there. She also should have had the mana juice on her, but okay. Here's what we're gonna say instead. We're gonna say that the mana juice dried while she was running. And then we're gonna say that whenever she ran over there, she hung it up, okay? We're just gonna say that. We're just gonna say that she went and grabbed the robe and hung it up, okay? So those were the 2 editing mistakes that I made. But aside from that, everything else in this episode went very well. And I was very happy with everything else. So anyway, I just wanted to see if anyone caught on to those. We have some questions for episode 3. Let me see if we got any in the Q&A portion here. Let's see. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, although 2 of those questions, oh no, okay. Yeah, okay, 2 of those questions were the same, but then we have another one. So we have like 5 questions there, and then I had a Google form, which are here, if you see those. This Google form has questions too that we are going to answer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in a call with my friends and we will answer those for you guys. Okay, let me call them really quick. Hey. Hey, Kamoka.
Hello.
Guys in chat, let me know if they're too quiet or if they're too loud, and I will adjust them accordingly.
The one that pointed out the word.
I know. I noticed that as soon as I uploaded it, I was like, oh, dang. I definitely messed up there, but it's okay.
Well, it's not like if it had been pointed out, it wouldn't have, like, people wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah.
Mona.
Can I put them on full volume? No, they're gonna hurt your ears. But are they okay though? Is their volume okay?
Ears just
are they okay though? Is their volume okay? Okay, I think that I'm gonna turn you guys up just a little bit more, and I think we should be good.
Alright, fairy queens.
Okay. Okay, love.
Okay, love, whatever you say.
You and your British.
Me when I am British.
You think that I should put the questions on the screen?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, sure, why not? YOLO. Oh, what, are we doing the Google Doc one first?
Yeah, we'll do those first.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, question 1. Let's crop it a little bit. Do we know what factors brought Ambrose to assign Luna to thaumaturgy if she got inconclusive? If she's assigned to ice, why doesn't she have an ice school color robe? Perfect question. I love that question. So I'll answer, and then I'll let Dustin answer too. I think we're on the same page for that, but okay, here's my thought process behind that though, because it was my idea to make it white on white. I think Dustin originally was suggesting like blue and white. So here's my thing. Yes, we know what brought Ambrose to assign Luna to thaumaturgy. It's because her family has a history of thaumaturgy, and since her results were like 33% ice, 33% death, 33% myth, we just decided that, well, he just decided that Luna would fit best into thaumaturgy for now as a placeholder, since the rest of her family is ice. So that's why she was assigned to that. And also, why is she wearing white on white? Okay, so it's because in my head, white is still an ice color, and she's not, spoiler alert, she's not really ice. If you think of the moon, which, spoiler alert, but not really, everyone kind of already knows, the moon school colors in my head would be white. Like, it would just be white. I mean, that's the color of the moon. So that's why she was white and white, but she's moon, but like she's still passing as an ice wizard. Like, people will be a little suspicious, but they won't like really question it. They're like, okay, I mean, that's like, they're ice, it's an ice color. It's weird that it's fully ice, like fully white, but you know, they won't question it too much. So that was the idea behind that, and I'll let Dustin elaborate if you have anything to add to that.
Well, I feel like for this part where Ambrose is signing Luna, it basically like it says also in the episodes, you know, so it was very straightforward in why Luna got assigned to thaumaturgy, and also I think it just, if you think about it, the moon school is obviously those 3 schools, so it just made sense to put her in the ice school for the time being.
Yeah.
In the eyes of obviously Merle. And I feel like for the school color robes, I feel like at the beginning, before we'd even gotten to this stage, because we kind of knew what Luna was going to look like from the makeover for a while. But I think I originally did white and blue because at that time we hadn't, I think it was before we'd even come up with the proper uniform and stuff like that. So I think I was just throwing ideas out there, but when you came up with the white on white, I then realised it also made a lot more sense, because it also makes Luna stand out a bit more, which is ironic because Luna doesn't want to stand out.
Yes.
But she just always stands out. Like, she would rather not stand out, but she has no choice in the matter, which I think is quite fun.
Yeah, I think so too. Also, it's not a big deal if you can't, but do you have a fan on in the back?
Oh yeah, I do. I forgot about that. Let me turn it off.
It's not terrible, but I just noticed it whenever you were talking. But okay.
Off now.
Tomoka, do you have anything to add to that?
I don't think so. I think you guys got on everything, but yeah, it's mostly just to say that she does go, like you guys said, her whole family is like ice school. So, and why it's because, you know, she's inconclusive. So we can't, if you put her in like the ice school when she's inconclusive, it just wouldn't fit, really. It wouldn't make sense because it says she's inconclusive. So it's just best to go with the white color. So at the end of the day.
Yeah, like maybe perhaps Ambrose knows something is off, so that's why it was white on white, but he doesn't want everyone else to know Like it's a little suspicious, but it's not fully telling. Like it's still Ice Wizard passing. So that's why we did that. Next question is, will Luna have mastery of 3 schools? We haven't thought that far in advance, have we?
No, but this is the thing. In the actual game, for the most part, you only have quote unquote mastery of like your main school, and then you have a secondary school, and obviously if you're max, then you'll be in several other schools. So I feel like at the current stage of things, she won't. But who knows as well? Like maybe she dabbles in the other schools. But I think from where we are right now, the safest answer is no.
Yeah, I agree. We really haven't thought that far in advance. We literally take it one episode at a time. I mean, we think about things like possibly that we could add later on, but it really genuinely is just like one episode at a time. So we'll see. At the moment, she does not, but maybe later on she would. We just don't really know that yet. Next question is, I noticed that Luna...
Okay, Connor.
He's so funny, I'm dead. I started reading that off like it was a genuine question, and then I saw, oh my god, that's hilarious. I noticed that Luna did not receive her AK-47 in this episode. Does that mean Merle does not find her worthy yet? And if so, will he ever truly find her worthy? Perhaps Luna will have to sneak into Ambrose's home to take the AK. This is not Fortnite! This is Wizard 101. This is not Fortnite. That's all I have to say to that.
Yeah,
Hi, Glinda. It's so funny. That literally made me die. Oh my gosh. What was Luna's mom? We can assume she knew / is of the astral schools, but she has to be way more than that since astral spells have not been used or known since the time of Celestia. Okay, I'm pretty sure in episode 1 we clarified that she was a conjurer, which is a myth wizard. That's really all we know. She was classified as a conjurer, myth wizard, which would also make sense because Luna got 33% myth, 33% ice, and 33% death. We don't know where the death came from, but
Came from
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I think also it would be telling.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, I know, but we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
I know, but we don't know.
Yeah, we know, but we don't know, and I feel like, just keep a lookout. You'll like. I wish we could say and like tell you everything, but if we told you the things that we know right now, they can easily change as well.
That's so true. I mean, we still haven't even figured out like some like in-depth lore parts. Like we're still trying to work that out together. So
Yeah, I have to sort that out this week.
yeah.
Yay.
Okay, ignore this. This was me trying to send a test thing in.
I was wondering what that was.
That was me. Are Sarah's parents shareholders of the Empower Market? Would that mean that there are different wizards who own and produce mana and health for golden crowns? I'm pretty sure we mentioned that they created the Empower Market, didn't we?
Yeah.
Wasn't that
Yes.
on her thing?
Yeah.
So Sarah is
Yeah. The parents were the ones who created it. So.
Yeah, I'm looking on her character sheet right now. Okay, I'll read this out to you guys. She comes from a family of only diviners. The Steele family is known for being the original owners of the Empower Market, making them one of the wealthiest families in the Spiral. So, yeah, they created it. They created the Empower Market. So she's very, very rich.
And
Go ahead.
I guess to answer the second part of the question, yes and no. I feel like like mana and like health and mana wisps and stuff like well, producing mana definitely.
really-
There's definitely a family for producing mana products, let's say, because obviously like mana do. Health, no.
Yeah, that wouldn't really.
Yeah, we really haven't dove into that, so we can't. I mean, we can say yes at the moment, because it would, like you said, mana do, but we haven't really given. Oh yeah, this family and this family and this family owns this and that and this. We haven't delved into that, but if we do, I think that would be interesting. But all we have right now is, of course, Sarah's family, which is CM Power market right now.
Yeah. Oh, I just dropped my water wiener on the ground.
Can you keep it there?
Okay, I picked it up. Okay, so those were the ones for that. Now let's see the questions that we got in the Q&A thing. I'll read those out for you guys because or you know what, you guys can view them yourselves. If you go to the chat box and you see, if you like press the down arrow, it says questions. You can read all of those as I'm reading them out as well. So the first one is Sarah in red. Someone, I think it was Emily, asked or said something about if that robe had any significance or anything. Not really. The whole purpose behind that scene in my eyes was Sarah was having a breakdown. She had a breakdown because she felt threatened by Luna having a makeover and possibly stealing her spot as the prettiest girl at Ravenwood. That's what she's known for. Like, she's literally like known for being the prettiest. So she felt threatened. So she went and had a breakdown as she was like smack talking Luna. She went and tried to give herself like a little makeover. Like, she changed into like a pretty red dress to feel more confident about herself. The red didn't really have any significance. I chose red because whenever I think of like a sexy dress, I just think of like a red dress. Like, I got my red dress on tonight, dancing in the dark in the pale moonlight. That's really all I thought of for that scene. But the dress itself didn't serve any significance, at least whenever I wrote it.
I feel like when I was like, because I didn't write that part of the script, I kind of just wrote the script just for you to bombard stuff with it. But basically, that part of the scene was definitely Sarah going through an existential crisis, because she's always been the top dog, let's say. Like, no one's ever been on her level of like beauty and, you know, that type of thing. So I feel like that entire episode that entire scene just kind of sums up who Sarah is as a person as well. Like, she's mean in a way. It's hard to explain. Like, obviously her parents are always away, so that's a factor. But I also, especially with the dress, because I didn't even see that part. It was only when I saw it in the episode. I took it as like that red was like symbolizing her anger. Like, kind of in the sense that she's even more angry that Luna is now suddenly a lot more prettier and is now a barrier for Sarah to still remain at the top. So that red dress is like her anger coming out in a different way. If that makes any sense.
I really like that. That was totally unintentional, but I actually like really love that. And another thing too, it was also unintentional that it perfectly matched the area that Emily created. Like, here, let me put that back on the screen so you can see. Let's see.
What I also will say is I feel like if you kind of look between the lines in a lot of these scenes, you kind of can make up your own assumptions that are actually correct, because we kind of go in a direction where the answer is usually straightforward. We just don't give it to you, you know? So, like, everything that's put in an episode is intentional. Like, we're not giving, like, yeah, there are going to be parts in episodes that are going to be a lot more heavy in terms of the lore, but for the most part, you're going to find out a lot more about the lore and about the characters just by looking between the lines. And not everyone wants to do that, but you can find out a lot, especially like during Q&As, because I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you a bit about it.
Yeah. I like that. I like that I chose red. I'm watching it back and like it perfectly matches like the roses and the just like it's a very rich color. I feel like.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Here's the thing about with the plot. I know like many people may say like the plot really hasn't like there's not really a plot per se. Like people may want more plot and stuff, but like kind of like how like even if you guys know in shows they have like filler episodes just to get to know the characters. It's kind of a way just because you don't in a lot of shows you don't just go, oh, here's the plot, boom, here, throw it in your face, here's what's gonna happen. Some shows do, but usually do filler episodes, which is kind of what we're doing, where you get to know the characters. Then you can actually form a bond with them, and then we can get to the plot. Because if we just throw them in the plot, why should you care about these characters? Why should you care about Sarah? Why should you care about Luna? So like us trying to like do these filler episodes is important to shape the characters to who they are, so people actually care about the characters.
Exactly, and we're still on episode 3. Like,
yeah,
there's a reason why we're talking about this. We'll get to that in a minute. After we get through these questions, there's a reason. There's something that we're gonna talk about. Me, Kamoka, and Dusty.
Yes.
Let's see. Let me go back to the questions. Okay. I'm gonna skip Dustin's question for now because we'll get into that in a minute. Do I like this show a lot? I love this show! It's so fun! It's my favorite!
Yeah, she actually hates it.
I hate it. Every day I just dread working on it. I just hate it. How long did it take? This one took a while. A lot. I would say it probably took, I don't know how much longer than the other 2 episodes, but this one took...
I think it took about a week longer.
Okay. It's because we had to like actually write episode 3 right after we finished episode 2. We started writing episode 3. Like whenever we worked on the other 2, we already had the scripts done, but yeah, this one it took a lot longer because we had to write the script, and it's gonna be that way from now on because we just like that. We just start writing the script after it's posted already.
I feel like also this one took a bit longer because you can kind of blame me in a way because I had finals.
That's true too.
And I couldn't.
We can blame your finals.
Yeah, blame my finals. I couldn't work on the script as much as I wanted to. So just blame me, guys. It's fine.
But these next ones hopefully will be a little bit faster. Hopefully
They'll be quicker because I feel like, especially for me in terms of, because if you guys didn't know, a lot of the writing, I do a lot of the plot lore type thing, and then Ash converts it into a way that makes sense in terms of the flow. But I feel like the next few episodes we're very set on the things we want in it, so it should be a lot easier.
Yeah. What was the hardest part to make? I think the hardest part for episode 3 was honestly, hold on, I'm trying to look through it again.
I think I can probably. I think it was. There was a few scenes that, in terms of the filming, was a bit annoying. Like for example, just from my own experience of doing it with you, the first scene was sometimes a bit weird because the way the vanity was set up, you would sometimes clip to another seat of that. Like it was basically like I think it was like a Christmas bench or a knight's table, something like that. And because there were several other seats, you would clip into other seats sometimes. And another scene, there was obviously the cursed piggle.
Yeah.
But you can explain it more.
I do. Yeah, I want to see what parts were like hardest for you to edit, Ash. Because I know you do all the editing, so this is like a lot of your work.
Yeah. I didn't really struggle with much editing this time. I mean, obviously, like animating like things like to move like that is kind of annoying, but last episode was harder to edit. Like the lunch scene with the lunch trays, that part was annoying with last episode. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, just like moving items on screen is kind of annoying. But yeah, none of this was like, I never really struggled with anything in this episode. There was a lot of animating too, but yeah, it wasn't really that hard in this episode. I don't know. Let's see what else. How long did it take to make each episode? Well, the first one and the the first one probably took how many weeks do you think?
Episode 1 and 2 was 3 weeks.
And then this one was 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's your answer then. How many people did the voice acting for episodes 1, 2, and 3?
Oh, good question.
A lot. I don't know.
I think episode 1 and 2 had, I think it was 15, 17 voice actors, because we had a lot of side characters in those ones. Episode 3, I'm probably going to say just a bit less than that.
This one had 16.
Oh, there you go.
This one had 16. I don't know how many
that means
had them.
episode 1 would have had about 20 then. Because episode 1 we had a lot of...
We had a lot of repeats too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just we want to try to like get a lot, because a lot of people when we did auditions wanted to be like auditioning, so we wanted to get everyone a part. So like that's kind of goal. We're trying to get everyone in the server who auditioned to get a part if we can, if they want to be, you know, because we don't want people to feel excluded. So, but that's why there's like a ton of voice cast, you know, which we love. I think it's great.
Yeah, me too.
I think we have, well, we have about 50, I think it's 50, is it? It's around that, people, like, that kind of work on it, on and off, in terms of being voice actors. For the most part, there's us three that do the main chunk of it, but there's like, I don't know, 40-something of voice actors. But not all of them are voice actors, because we have like Jay, who's the artist, and we have like Emily, that's one of the set designers and stuff like that. But it's around that.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who are helping out with this.
Yeah, we have like even like Chris, Death Rider, he does the credits, so that's huge.
Exactly.
He's the one who like writes all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's a lot of teams we got here.
Yeah.
Here at King's Isle.
Here at King's Isle Entertainment. What made you want to draw her mother's wand instead of getting a wand in game? I feel like that's hard to incorporate in scenes coming up. Good question.
Well, I know the answer to this.
You can answer it.
Okay. So I had this idea for a very long time. So when we were writing episode 3, or even before then, I was like to Ash, I was like, if we're gonna have a part where like Luna gets given something from her mum, why don't we do something that's like a wand or something? It doesn't mean that she necessarily has to use the wand, you know. We wanted something that was symbolic, but also made sense in terms of Luna's kind of self-discovery. So the wand, literally, without saying anything, means what it means. Like, if you look at the wand, there's obviously the moon, like, I can't say much without telling everyone exactly what it means, but the best answer is the wand is symbolic in kind of Luna's
You're ugly. You're
not exactly
disgusting.
her
I'm gonna
family
kill
I have a
you.
background.
Give me
dono. Hold on one
$200.
second.
Ugh,
Yawn.
Mona.
Your show is lame. But
Thank
listen,
you, Mona.
I have a dream. One day I will be a rich
Mona.
sultana living in an Arab palace with my pet tiger. Her name will be Zania. Also, I will
Don't
have a
make me use
petite
this on you,
tiny
Mona.
Egyptian husband, and I will throw him and
What
eat him
is
up.
that?
Yum yum.
This is my jumpless or ropeless jump rope.
Oh.
And I'll use it on you, Mona. I'll
I
use it
thought
on
that
you,
was
Mona.
something inappropriate. I was like,
Everyone
what are you doing
always
now?
does.
What are
They
you
always
doing
think
now?
it's something inappropriate. Oh, but okay, go on.
But yeah, like the I'm gonna try and say this in a way that doesn't spoil anything, but basically, the wand plays a part in Luna discovering more about herself, and her mum is like a key figure within that.
Yeah, I like that answer. And why we chose to have it drawn instead of it being an in-game one is because it's original. No one's ever seen it before, and I just like the idea of having it being something like completely created. Which, by the way, shout out to Jay for drawing that.
Yeah, also, I'm gonna say a lot of the Wiz ones are quite bad.
True.
They look quite ugly.
And we don't want it like a staff or anything. We want it to be a wand. Because, like, imagine putting a staff underneath your pillow. Like,
Yeah, I just have a staff
That-
underneath my pillow.
yeah.
Just pokes out.
Or a knife or something.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
But it also if obviously we're right at the end of the episode, the wand has a little glow. Like, there's some reasons behind that, kids. There is some reason behind that, and you'll find out soon. Maybe in the next episode. I don't know.
Possibly. Guess we'll see. I love that scene. I love her going and tucking herself into bed, and then it just like shows the wand glowing underneath her pillow.
I literally told you from the beginning, before even the script was written, I was like, that wand has to glow.
It does. It's so good. I love it so much.
I apparently say glow in a funny way.
I don't think you do. Say it again.
Glow. Mona likes the way I say glow.
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 Well, I thought it was normal until you said that, and now I think you say it weird.
Wow.
Dang it.
God's sake, I should have kept my mouth shut.
Would the main characters ever have a field trip to Wisteria to do the Spiral Cup or learn cantrips? I do have, they won't be staying in Ravenwood forever. I do have, like, ideas in my head of where I want them to, like, go for, like, different areas, because I think staying in Ravenwood forever would get a little bit boring. So, yes, I do have plans for that. Maybe not necessarily Wisteria to do the Spiral Cup, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. But there will be, like, areas of the show where they go to different places.
Don't expect places like Imperia, though.
Yeah,
No, yeah, no. Nothing like that.
Okay, I'll go ahead and end the questions now because I think that I read everyone's except for, there was one question there that was asking about one of my shorts. I'm not answering that right now. I'm not answering that. It's off topic. I'm not answering that one. Oh my gosh. We have lots of plans though. Okay, now, I also got some other questions in the comments of episode 3, which I'm going to like show it on the screen, and we are going to talk about all of them because I saw that it got 6 likes. So I wanted to bring it up because, like, you know, obviously some people agreed, and yeah, why not? So let's go ahead and show these on here. Make sure that, okay. Let's see.
Just crop
Okay.
out the replies.
Okay, so it says, disclaimer, I love Ravenwood Rising, but here are some critiques. Erica yaps a bit too much, usually in conversation. You don't have a monologue every time you talk that adds something to the plot. If you're gonna have fun scenes where you show two girls growing as friends, then at least make their conversation natural. More back and forth. Not one person talking 80 times more than the other. Have there be silence, for example, to show how awkward it might be for Luna since she's shy. Okay, I'm gonna go one by one. First off, I purposely made it like that. Erica literally is a yapper. Cassie is too. I purposely made both of them yappers, and it's funny having them two together. Not Erica and Cassie, but Erica and Luna. It's funny having them two together because Luna's very quiet. She's a very quiet character. She doesn't have much to say, and you'll also notice that whenever she does try to say something, she often gets cut off mid-sentence. She doesn't have the confidence really to even speak up, so she doesn't say much. She's very quiet, very insecure as well, which is the irony of having them two talking together. That I like that personally. Erica's a yapper. That's her personality, and Luna's very quiet. That's how we wrote her personality too. Do you guys want to comment on that one?
You want to go first, Kamoko?
I mean, well, that's the thing, yeah. Erica's supposed to be yapper, because, okay, if we made Erica not a yapper and made her just kind of just, like, just awkward person, it'd be kind of, like, weird, because it'll be, like, two awkward people. I personally enjoy the fact that she's a yapper, and here's the thing, it's okay if you don't like our characters at all. I just want to say this before. Like, you don't have to like our characters. You don't have to like Luna, Erica. That is fine. You know, you can give all the constructive criticisms you want. You know, that's totally fine. You know, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'll go on to that later on. But but like I'll add to that later on as we get down to the next questions and stuff. You can go next, Dustin.
Yeah, you can say what you want.
Well, like there's a reason behind everything. Like, we didn't just make a character just chat an unbelievably amount of crap for no reason, you know. The reason why Erica talks so much and doesn't let people talk, like she always talks over people and stuff, is because Erica naturally is just quite egotistical. She is very proud of who she is. She brags about it a lot. She is pretty much a narcissist, and she doesn't, in a way, she doesn't care about anything except herself. You know, she does things out of her own benefit, if you know what I mean. So, for example, in episode 2, when Luna asks for help, Erica has a little moment of like, well, actually, this would get me in the headmaster's good books even more. There's a reason why this happens. We haven't just made Erica fill up an entire episode for no reason. There's a point for it, and that point is because Erica wants to be the center of attention in terms of she wants to be heard constantly, and that's why she talks so much.
Yeah, and again, I personally like the dynamic of Luna not even getting a chance to say much, and whenever she does try to say something, she just gets cut off. She's just very quiet. That's just part of her personality. I purposely wrote her to be that way.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good job. I like it. If you don't, that's okay. Okay, number 2. Is it weird I find myself liking and sympathizing more with the antagonist, Sarah, than the main girl, Luna? I understand that she's shy and afraid to open herself up, and her mother passed away. However, give her more personality than 2 to 3 words per dialogue. She is a Fluttershy gimmick. I recommend, in general, trying to see how you can further differentiate each character, especially the NPCs. So, no, it's not weird if you find yourself sympathizing and liking the antagonist more. Everyone, honestly, what I have right now, I don't really expect Luna to be anyone's favorite character right now. Like you said, she doesn't talk very much. She's very quiet. She doesn't have much to say. And I think Sarah's said way more than Luna has in these past 3 episodes. But that's on purpose. Like, all of that's on purpose. Also, you saying that that she's a Fluttershy gimmick, I don't see the problem with that. Fluttershy is like, her name's literally Fluttershy. Like, she's written to be a shy character, so is Luna. So I don't really understand that. But yeah, no, she's purposely written to not have like very many things to say. She's purposely written like that. Whoever wants to go next can.
Get away, Kamoka.
I think like with Luna, here's the thing again. Like I said earlier, you don't have to like our characters if you don't want to. Constructive criticism is always open. We do not mind it at all. Also, this is another disclaimer to you guys. If you don't like what this person's saying, don't like go like bash on them and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" You know, we're just trying to like pull this up so we can clarify and like answer. So like just in case someone else reads these and it's like, what the heck is going on? We're clarifying. Anyways, so with Luna, she's like Ash said, she's supposed to be shy. Like she's always, you know, just as we get more into her, she will grow more as a character. But we can't just have this boom boom type of thing for her. You know, she's just right now she's just gonna be shy, and later on we'll develop her. But even if we develop her and you guys still don't like her, that's okay too. You have every right to not like our characters if you don't want to. That is totally fine. But like, yeah, in the future, takes time. This is only episode 3. We will get there.
Yeah.
To process.
One more thing before Dustin goes. I think I explained this in episode 1's Q&A. The title, Ravenwood Rising, I think I explained this. I liked Rising because, like, moon rising in the sky, but I also liked Rising because the whole point of Ravenwood Rising is for Luna to start out as, like, a really shy character, and I want her to, like, rise the social hierarchy ladder as time goes on. So, yeah, like Kamoka said, she's going to develop, but you can't just have her, like, yeah, that's the whole point of the story. She's supposed to be shy. Okay, yeah. Dustin can go.
I feel like for the first half of it, you said everything that I was going to say, but for the part, especially where they saying I recommend in general trying to see how you can further differentiate each character, especially the NPCs. Thanks for the recommendation, ? But for every character is different. It may seem that some characters' way of speaking or personalities kind of overlap, but that's not a bad thing, you know. And I don't exactly know who you're referring to in terms of the NPCs, because if we're talking about like Cassie, Sarah, Dylan, Sebastian, so on and so forth, they're not NPCs. They are main characters within this series. They all have their own hobbies and little gimmicks about themselves. And obviously, Fluttershy gimmick isn't bad. In fact, it makes a lot more sense because if you've watched things like My Little Pony, Fluttershy isn't always shy, but it's a main core of who she is as a person, and it's the exact same for Luna. Luna, deep down at her core, doesn't know who she is, really, and that's why she's not very confident in herself, because she doesn't have any stability in terms of who she is as a person. And we can't just... Like, I feel like if we were to have her be a really overconfident character right from the beginning, it actually would be very boring. And I feel like there would be a lot more problems with that, especially in terms of how we, writing it, continue to write the story. But, you know, everyone just has to give us time, and eventually we'll get there. And yes, Multigirl, I do know My Little Pony core.
I thought it was funny when you said like, that's who Fluttershy is as a person. And I'm like, you mean as a pony? Because she's not a person.
Every pony.
Made me laugh.
And also, yeah, like going back to the Ravenwood Rising, like that's the reason why I suggested Rising. Like,
Mm-hmm.
as I said earlier as well, everything in this entire project has a reason and has a meaning. You're welcome.
Yeah. I agree. Okay. Number 3. Dare I say this is a mimic of LPS Popular, just with Powers and Luna being a possible Mary Sue. Luna is Savvy and Sarah is Brooke. It's definitely inspired by LPS Popular for sure, but it's also inspired by Divergent, which I said earlier. And also, there's other parts that I was inspired by random, like, I don't know why, I get these random, like, Facebook reels of, like, weird drama shows. I even took inspiration from those. It's not even just inspired by LPS Popular. It's inspired by many things. Which, by the way, I think this message was edited, maybe, because... Here, let me see something really quick, because I'm pretty sure that this message was changed. I think earlier, did they not accuse us of copying, or did I make that up?
It was in a reply.
Okay, it was. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little much of a stretch to say that. But
yeah.
Go on, Ash.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, it's not inspired just by LPS Popular. It's inspired by so many different things. It's inspired by Divergent. It's inspired by other movies that I've seen, and LPS Popular was literally inspired by Mean Girls. So, no, it's not a mimic, but definitely taking inspiration from LPS Popular, or you could say I'm taking inspiration from Mean Girls. You could say that I'm taking inspiration from both, I guess. But yeah, not a mimic. Definitely not a mimic. Definitely taking inspiration from. I also mentioned that in the episode 1's Q&A because I said that Kamoka and I were talking about making it called Wizard 101 Popular, like something, or 101 Popular or whatever.
Yeah, yep.
Popular
Sorry.
101 is what it was. Popular 101. So yeah, we literally watched LPS Popular and then wrote this show. So
Yep.
yeah, we love LPS Popular. We're definitely fans of it.
I've never watched it. Just putting out there.
Well, Kaboka and I are.
Yeah. So that's why when I came to Ash about it, I knew it would be perfect for her to write it. But like I love LPS Popular. We're all talking about it in the server, and I figured, why don't we do something inspired by it? Like an inspired Wizard 101 Popular series. So like there are some bits of it that like the person had said like, oh, you're copying the show spot from spot by doing this, and it's like, well, some of the stuff we got inspiration from. It's not straight on copying. Like a lot of the stuff that LPS Popular, for instance, has taken from a ton of different media. Stuff they do, they've taken from Mean Girls and other types of media. Stuff like, the changing the girl from ugly to beautiful and all of a sudden people love her. That trope has been there for not just LPS Popular, but so many different movies. I can't even just like think about them all, but like there's so many. Like especially the Disney movies. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like every time there's like Disney movies, there's this girl who's like, I got these glasses on, and then she took her glasses off, and it's like, oh my god, everyone loves her. It's not just LPS Popular that's done it. There's a ton of shows that's done that trope. So I just want to clarify with that. But we did get like some inspiration from LPS Popular. But if we had been completely copying bit by bit by bit by bit from the show, like even the names of the characters, I don't know, everything, then we may have some problems. We may have have to get a lawyer on our hands because of copying. But no, I'm just kidding. But like
I'm a lawyer, it's fine.
yeah, we got a lawyer. But no, it's just a lot of the stuff we got was from inspiration. It's not copying.
Yeah.
We're just and it's okay to get inspiration from other shows. If you couldn't do that, that would be terrible. It's just awful. Because like every show and every series has gotten inspiration from one type of show or book or something. That's how it works. So that's why that's what I want to add about it because I thought that was a little silly, but
Yeah. I kind of feel like the only thing I need to add is like, if you think about it, nothing is original anymore. Like, every game you play, every series or movie you watch, there's things that have been inspired or copied from them. Like you're not gonna. It's very hard to find something that's completely unique nowadays, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But it's also not a bad thing to take inspiration from things, because otherwise your favorite shows are most likely have been inspired by other things, and you could easily just be like, well, that's really similar to this other thing. It's not a bad thing. You've just changed it in a way that fits your own narrative.
Yeah. Okay. Or number 4. Oh my goodness. This one is.
Oh my god.
Okay. Why is the antagonist brown and her sidekicks Asian? And why is the main character albino with pure white skin? Sounds very colorist to me. Almost imperialist. Okay, first off, her sidekicks are not both Asian. One of them, let me put them on the screen. Actually, I don't have a picture of Devin. Here, let
Devin
me go
is
back
white.
to this. Devin is white, with brown hair and blue eyes. And the reason why I decided to make Gigi Asian was because I wanted some more diversity in the characters. Hold on, I'm trying to find the picture of them. I think it's in this. Here it is. Here they are. Yeah, he's not Asian. He's literally white. Like he's straight up white with brown hair and blue eyes. And then yeah, I wanted I just wanted there to be some diversity. And funny thing is that we weren't even going to the original character designs. We changed 3 characters to be more diverse and more inclusive. Sarah originally was not supposed to be mixed race. She originally was actually going to be the Asian one. And then Dylan, we ended up changing him. I don't know, Dylan wasn't in this episode, but I'll put a picture of him on the screen. We made Dylan Hispanic, so that way we could have more diversity with the characters. Here's a picture of Dylan. Here he is. That's him. Yeah, so we made him Hispanic, so that way we could have more diversity. But anyway, getting back to what you said, why is the antagonist brown and her sidekicks Asian? They're not. One of them's white. And we made her brown because the voice actor is also mixed race and asked for her to be literally I think she wanted her to be a brown Regina George is what she said. And I'm like, okay, I love that idea. That's a great idea. So yeah. we did that. She wasn't even supposed to be mixed race, but then that was suggested and I liked the idea, so we did it. So that's the answer to that. Oh, and why is Luna
albino?
With pure white albino with pure white skin? Okay, I'll say this. It's because of the moon being white. So I made her pale and I made her hair white. I know, it's crazy!
Insane, Ash. I can't believe it.
I wanted her to look like as moon-like as possible, so that's why I did that.
Yeah, I think like one of them, the person had said, which is kind of insane, but they had said that like they were wondering why all of the colored people were antagonists in the show, and so to confirm that is not the truth. And like they said, I had to clarify. Like Ash said, Sarah was originally not supposed to be mixed race, but Aphrodite had created Sarah to have a similar background as her, so she felt more comfortable playing her. Therefore, that's why Sarah is the way she is. It's not because we're like, okay, we're just gonna have Sarah be like this because of this, you know. It just happened. You know, the voice actor designed Sarah. And second to that, Cassie is not an antagonist. Cassie is actually Luna's friend, and Dylan is again not an antagonist. He is just, you know, there, but he's not an antagonist. So, quote unquote antagonist. But that's why I need to clarify that in case anyone does read her comments or their comments. just to clarify, because I don't want people to be like, "That is so right." Why is it like that? Because it's not like that.
Oh, they're in
Yeah.
chat. Hi. Hi.
But yeah, it's just mostly to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
What I do want to say is,
So then, sorry, go ahead.
what I do want to say is using terms such as imperialist and colorist is absolutely crazy to me. That is like the furthest from the truth. I don't know how on earth you got to that conclusion. You should be a bit more aware on how you just, in terms of just throwing phrases out like that in the future, because it's definitely not the truth. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Number 5 is I recommend filling your episodes with more plot-related events than introspective scenes. Most of the scenes in this episode focus on how characters are feeling, which is boring. That's also something that's like subjective. Also, we're on episode 3, so like, give it some time. We're still building up the characters. You still have to like get to know them and everything. So you gotta give it some time. We're literally only on episode 3, and it's subjective. I mean, I personally think that it's going in a good direction. If you find it boring, that's okay. No one's forcing you to watch. But yeah, I think it's okay. What do you guys say?
Yeah, I mean, we can't just, like, not every single part of an episode is gonna have a really deep and thick plot. That's not how things work. Like, if that were to be true, then people would be overwhelmed and would most likely actually stop watching, because you don't want to be bombarded with lore after lore after lore. That it just, you've got to give space in between each one. And in all honesty, I feel like actually how the pace of it at the moment is fine. And in future episodes, like for example, I'm just going to say this here right now, next episode has a lot more lore in it, and it's probably going to be the biggest amount of lore that we've given out. So, but you can't expect it to be right from the beginning. That's like, it's just not going to work, especially in terms of what we're making.
Yeah.
Another thing too is like in episode 1 took place all in day 1 of them being at Ravenwood. Episode 2 and episode 3 all took place on the same day. Those that was day 2 of them being at, or wait, is that right? Yeah, right? Episode 1 was yeah, it is. Episode 1 was day 1. That was their first day at Ravenwood. Episode 2 was the second day at Ravenwood, and episode 3 was also ending the second day of Ravenwood. They're only 2 days into Ravenwood. It's gonna, like, yeah, it's gonna be a second. We just started. In total, I think like if you put all the episodes together, it's been like maybe like 30 minutes of Ravenwood Rising. So it's gonna be a second. But yeah, episode 4, like he said, will have more lore in it. Go ahead. I think I cut someone off. I don't remember who was saying that.
Oh, nothing. I finished what I was saying.
Oh, do you have anything to say, Kamoka?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm just gonna also say, literally, if you guys are trying to just start shit in the chat, we will just time you out. Like, we're not, like, no one's gonna argue with you or anything like that. If you bring up accusations, we will just time you out. Like, I'm sorry, but we're not here to start arguments or anything like that. So, once that topic's ended, move on. We're not gonna continue it.
Okay. Episode 6, or sorry, point 6. Point 6 is the dad is sexier than Sebastian, but he sounds like he needs a lobotomy. That's kind of a mean thing to say to the voice actor. Like that's like saying that like you don't like the voice actor's voice, and I think that's kind of a mean thing to say. I don't even really have anything more to say to that, because that's just it's just not nice. Like,
At that point, it isn't a critique. At that point, you're just insulting someone, and that's not okay. So,
like I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to like be funny, but I don't know. It's kind of like a mean thing to say because that's like someone's voice, and they worked hard on that. So I don't know. I don't think that was very nice.
sorry.
But
Logan, my name is Lobotomy in the Discord, but it's not an insult. It's just my nickname. But saying
Yeah.
someone needs a lobotomy is just rude, and it's an insult, and that's generally just gross. So
yeah. And then 0.7 is nothing really. But okay, I'll go ahead and read the comments now. Also, I'm not. Let me clarify. I'm not trying to put this person on blast. By the way, the only reason why I'm even like reading them is because it got 6 likes, and I feel like I should read that out because people are gonna be like, OMG, not Ravenwood Rising characters or creators being imperialist. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to call this person out. I'm just, they got 6 likes, so I'm over here just reading them. Okay, I'd be careful throwing around buzzwords like colorist and imperialist, like you are in your 4th point there. I think some of your critiques have merit, but I don't think seeing someone sounds like they need a lobotomy is constructive or polite. I actually think the dad's voice is unique and charming. And then this is what Dustin said, which we just went over, and then Kamoka as well. Here's this. I understand you were trying to make Erica egotistical, and I actually like that for a character. However, she does not seem that way at all. Her dialogue, and this is just crazy, her dialogue contains no buzzwords or anything that hints at her being egotistical. One second, I'm gonna move away from this character. Okay. Anything that hints at her being egotistical. Just her talking for way too long. Someone who is egotistical would talk about themselves, direct all attention to themselves, and put down people around them. I don't see the latter 2 points being implemented in the series. If she's not going to become a major part of the plot and change the game for everyone, then I recommend giving her way less screen time than she already has. Okay. Just alone, in episode 3 alone, hold on. Let me show you this, because I feel like you didn't watch it. I'm not even like trying to like say that to like be mean. It's just like I feel like you didn't watch it because look at this. Hold on. We'll put episode 3 on the screen.
yeah,
so
like if I'm being honest, the way that this is formatted is literally of you just watching episode 3. If you'd watched episode 1 and 2, those 2 points would have been covered.
Okay, I'll go ahead and highlight everything here that is her being egotistical. Okay, let's see. Okay, here. Aha, saved another student at last. Amazing work, Erica. She praises herself. Does anyone care how hard I work to keep this place the best academic institution in the spiral? She's literally crediting herself. Very egotistical. Okay. I may be the student wizard president and all, which she brings up all the time. But I also know how to turn people's heads. How do you think I won homecoming queen last year? It's the looks, what can I say? So, she's flattering herself. Lana, have I ever been wrong? Someone who, by the way, my head is like looking like it's clipping through the skirt. Okay, anyway. Erica turns Luna into a lookalike. And then she says, but you're so pretty, because she looks like her. Okay, let's see. I told you I was good at makeup. Wait, did I tell you that? Well, I am. I'm good at many things. This is literally just episode 3. This is literally just episode 3. If anyone is going to do it right, it's me. Okay, that's literally like just episode 3, and all of those points, all of that, let me get my head off the screen. All of these are her being egotistical? How do you, like, that's where I'm like, did you not watch the same thing that we watched? Because, like, bruh. Like, bruh. Bruh.
Bruh.
That's like my new favorite thing to say. But yeah, like, I don't know. If you don't think that she comes off as egotistical, I genuinely don't know what to say, because she does. Like, all of this, like, she does. Anyway. Okay, let's go back. Yeah. That, I mean, I could go through all of that with, like, the other episodes too, but I think it's very obvious. I mean, episode 1, she kept praising herself for being the headmaster's assistant. She even made a presentation, and at the bottom, by Erica Haven. Like, she's very full of herself, very full of herself. Okay. Oh, and then in episode 2, what do you mean she doesn't put down other people? Did you not hear her, like, yelling at the other characters in episode 2? I forgot what she said. Oh, she got dimwit! You dimwit! Just let me do it, you dimwit! Like, bruh. Okay, so yeah, she very egotistical. I don't think that makes sense. Like,
It doesn't.
I like, I'm okay with constructive criticism, but that just doesn't make sense because she's very egotistical. But anyway, the exact problem is I can't find myself caring for Luna at all. I would like to see more of her personality and more of her shortcomings than simply remembering her dead mother. Also, me personally, if I saw a glowing crescent moon on a wall, I would go mentally insane. I wouldn't tell myself, oh, I'm okay, everything's fine. Before you say that's just my subjective experience, from what I can gauge of Luna's character, it only seems logical for her to feel happy she's experiencing something that others don't, that she's special. What do you have to say to that, Dusty?
Well, first of all, when you're saying I would go mentally insane, that is definitely if you were in the real world, but first of all, we're not in the real world, babe. This is literally Wizard 101, where Luna is already surrounded by magic wherever she goes. So perhaps her seeing things like this, she isn't going to be completely phased about, let's say. And also, Luna has been conditioned by people around her to, like, even on her first day of Ravenwood and her second day of Ravenwood, she had basically been conditioned into not liking who she is, essentially. She has no confidence. Her self-identity has basically been driven by people telling her that her being inconclusive is all that is who she is. There's nothing else about her. So perhaps the moon that she's seeing, she's also not taking entirely seriously, because let's go down the rabbit hole of sociology for a second, of the self-labeling theory, okay? As soon as you're labeled as something, it's very hard to get out of that label. She's been labeled as inconclusive, as being, let's say, useless or untalented. She's going to immediately think these, and she's going to continue to think that she is. So regardless of things that happen to her, she perhaps isn't going to take much notice of it, because, oh, like, I'm not special. Like, that entire point to me is just confusing. And that is just your subjective experience and opinion. Like, that is what it is. Like, there's nothing else about it. So, that's what I've got to say.
What do you have to say, Kamoka?
I think you guys got it pretty much, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I like what Dustin said. Just that they're in a world of magic already, and then 2, like, she's trying to convince herself that that everything is okay. She's trying to convince herself, like, in the end of the episode, she's like, it's probably just my contacts, right? Yeah, I'm just stressed out. Like, I'm probably okay. I'm probably fine. She doesn't even have, like, the confidence in herself to even, like, validate what she's going through, I guess. So yeah, she doesn't feel special because she doesn't think she's special. She doesn't even she doesn't validate herself. She's a very insecure character. Number 3. Inspiration is perfectly fine, but copying is not. Brooke's entire character occurred because of her loneliness at home. Luna's glow-up is directly akin to Savvy's glow-up. There is a clear difference between copying and inspiration. What do you want to say to that, Kamoka?
I just think that, like, again, I said, there's, like, we've taken some inspiration from, like, the LPS series, but we didn't, like, just like we said earlier, we take inspiration from a lot of different things. It's just mostly a fun thing, to do, for us that we wanted to do, So we just took, like, little bits of shows that we liked and just took it, we aren't like trying to, like, copy something right, completely, you know what I mean? So, but that's pretty much all I have to say about that.
What about you, Dusty?
I mean, I don't really have much of a thing to say to it. It's just, inspiration is perfectly fine, and it's not copying because this wasn't copied. If you think that this is copying, then everything you've ever watched is copying. Every music you've ever listened to is copying. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yep. I definitely, I mean, we've said that from the beginning that we definitely take inspiration from LPS Popular and Divergent and other things, so it's not copying. I found it interesting that the main character and love interest are both, here we go, are both white, and all the antagonists are people of color. It's common sense, and yet you've seemed to misconstrue what I said. Honey, oh.
First of all, I didn't misconstrue what you said at all. I literally didn't at all, but clearly you haven't watched much. Like, you know what, your point, your view is fine, but there's also a difference. Like, first of all, the only antagonist within this series is Sarah and her minions. Everybody else are main characters, so there's that. So I really don't get where you're coming from. I'm sorry, but there's
and one of the minions is white. He's white.
that entire point is just a stretch. It is literally just you reaching for anything, and there's I don't know what you want us to say because you're just reaching for anything at this point.
Yeah, and I guess Cassie is considered protagonist, right? Or is she? I mean, she's considered one of the good characters, obviously. She's Luna's best friend. And she's this is so, it's such a dumb comment. I can't get over that. And then you literally have Dylan over here too, who, by the way, this is Wizard 101. We tried to make him look Hispanic, but this is Wizard 101. Like, it's really hard to make characters look specific races, but we want to be inclusive. We want to be diverse. I almost said divergent. Oh my gosh. We want to be diverse, so we're doing a good job at that. And I honestly, I'm not gonna let that comment bother me because it's just not good. Sorry. Okay. And then the last thing says, I actually like that, and I am looking forward to seeing that, but from what I can tell, it's very surface level right now. It's not that much of a hook. What is a hook is the fantastic directing and set work and everything else. Thank you very much. But it's episode 3, so it's episode 3. Like, we can't just jump right into it. We've only had 30 seconds of screen time, I think. 30 minutes, I mean. We've only had 30 minutes of screen time, so. Also, I see you in chat right now. Fairy, you 8, the co-writers, however, need some work. But the thing is that Dustin and I, did this together.
You know what's really funny is the majority of this episode was literally written by me, so actually you're just chatting shit now. So
we did this together, so like it's hard to like compliment me but then not compliment the others, or like have problems with the others, because like you don't really know what parts I wrote or what parts Dusty wrote. So I don't know. I mean thanks, but
you're
I
banned
hope
anyway now, so bye.
I hope that this cleared some things up, because I definitely don't like the accusation of like being colorist or imperialist or whatever. I think that's bizarre, and like I also, this is a Wizard 101
I was
series.
also giving you the benefit of the doubt the entire time. Like, I really could have gone the complete other way and just been mean, but I was actually giving you the benefit of the doubt. But you just coming in here and also just being mean is just weird. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, but what were you gonna expect? There's a specific line that you don't cross, and you've crossed it, and I can be as nice as I can be, but I'm British, okay? Being nice is not in my nature.
He's British.
So,
here he goes.
so
He's British.
I literally, like, you've had it. I've been as nice as I can, but you've just gone to the point now where you're just chatting shit, and don't come back in here just being mean, because we're not gonna have
You can
it.
come back if you're going to give valid constructive criticism that you want, you actually want to see improvements. But I just don't like the accusation of being colorist. That was just like crazy. That does not need to be involved in a Wizard 101 show. That does not need to be there. Whenever it's like, it's very clearly not colorist. But yeah, you can come back if you're gonna be nice, but
Or donate $20.
we can accept constructive criticism for sure.
Yeah. It's just, yeah,
It's just
Yeah, definitely.
we don't mind it at all, you know, and we don't want to like make anyone upset. That's our big goal, and if we did, then we apologize, you know. But it's just like at some point, constructive criticism becomes like insulting, like the lobotomy comment. I think that's where it goes too far. But we don't want to like, if we ever like upset anyone, we don't mean to. It's not on purpose.
Then if you upset us on purpose, it's not going to go well for you, quite frankly, because you're just coming in here.
Dustin's very serious about this.
Yeah, like, I'm also just like it's just ridiculous how some of these accusations you brought up here is just crazy to me, and I will defend Ash and everyone here till the day I die. Like, I know them, and they're definitely not colorist or imperialist. Like, that's the last thing that they are. So you coming in here and just basically just saying whatever you want to try and cause drama or an argument is not okay. So next time, if you want to come back in it, actually be nice, and if you have a constructive, like, if you have a criticism that's constructive, then we're all ears. But if you're just going to be an asshole, then don't bother coming back.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like a happy, like, fun little Wizard 101 project that involves the community in a very happy way, and we don't need any of that drama or negativity, for sure.
Yeah, it's just for fun. Like, that's why I told Ash when we made it. It's just for fun, you know. It's just we don't want like it's kind of like too far, and it's like we're just trying to have fun. Is all of this. It's not something like a Netflix series. It's like something that we wanted just to do, you know, just for fun of it, pretty much.
Yeah. And then the rest of the comments are by you guys, which we already went over that. But yeah, so that's that.
Oh, I did see a question earlier. It was just about Chris A. Hi, I'm new. Does anyone know how many episodes there will be for Ravenwood Rising? Like Mona said, Chris, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we take it literally one episode at a time. I know it's kind of like disappointing to hear because I wish that I could tell you, but we don't know. It's totally a one episode at a time type of project. I can tell you that there at least will be 2 more episodes because we already know what those are gonna be. And there'll be more than that, obviously. But yeah, we don't know. We don't know. It could be something where we do like one, like we end it like with a season finale, and then like we go on to the next season. We just don't know yet, so we'll see. Are there any other questions in chat about anything? I just wanted to read those comments off though, because like I said, like I got 6 comments or 6 likes, so obviously people were agreeing, and I have to shut that down. I have to shut that down. Like we're not about to have that associated with Ravenwood Rising.
Yeah,
I agree. Season 5, episode 8 is going to be amazing.
Yeah, we just have to clarify because sometimes people don't watch the series and they may like take what some people may say as like actual facts of what's happening. So we wanted to clarify just so that isn't happening. But because we're not trying to like, we don't want people to to feel get upset. We don't want to make people feel bad about the series or anything, by the way. But we just want to like at least answer questions, and we don't want people to fear about constructive criticism because I think it's great. Honestly, I personally think it's fine. It's just when you get to the territory of being mean to people, then it's not okay.
Yeah, constructive criticism is okay, but being mean is not.
Yeah.
And also saying stuff like opinions like it's factual is dangerous. It's just a dangerous thing to do. Like that could like seriously ruin like a reputation of something that we worked hard on, you know.
Yeah, and I want to say just in case the person may say, "Oh, well, I wasn't saying it's factual," and we know you weren't saying, but many people may assume it's factual. Just how you say it, many people will be like, "Oh, this is happening," and take it as facts, which is why you may not have said it's fact, but many people may believe that it's fact. So that's why I want to clarify.
Multi-girl, I think you're referring to Gigi, but Gigi's sexuality, I don't even think we've spoken about. But Devon, Sarah's other minion, is gay. But Gigi, she could be bisexual. Who knows? We haven't actually said.
Yeah, we don't know yet. And then where's Cassie in episode 3? So since episode 3 and episode 2 took place on the same day, we can just infer that Cassie went home, and that's why she wasn't part of it. And that's why Dylan wasn't part of it either. It took place on the same day. So Cassie saw Luna before the makeover the same day, but she didn't see her after the makeover. Probably because it took place after she already left or something.
Don't you worry, she'll be back in episode 4.
Yes. I actually thought that liking the dad more than Sebastian was a valid critique. I think so too.
Honestly,
even though the dad's
like
ugly.
Dilfs. Yeah, he's a Dilf though, apparently, it's fine.
Are there any other comments or concerns or questions that... Will there be an action series? Wait, what do you mean? Like doing it like IRL? What is an action series? What does that mean?
I wonder maybe like actually fighting like with swords and stuff maybe? With actual like kind of like that. Is that what you mean?
Oh my gosh, that says action scenes. OMG, I can't read. I see what you're saying.
Oh, we could definitely there are going to be some action scenes
Yes, there will be. Yes, I can confirm that. I just can't read. I thought this would... Will there be an action series? I was like, you want us to like do this like IRL?
That's funny.
Malcolm asks, will there be any longer episodes in the future? Yeah, I'd say so. I feel like
they'll differ in length, obviously, but I don't know if there will be like a 40-minute episode or anything.
I feel like there'd probably be one that's 20 minutes, and you could probably expect that for like, I don't know, a finale or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, I think I still want to. I know I'm like a record, and I apologize when I'm saying stuff if I like stutter or like don't make sense or say stuff because like sometimes I don't think when I talk. But I apologize, by the way. But I want to say, and I'm a record. I'm saying I don't want anyone to be afraid of giving constructive criticism if they want to for the series.
Yes.
We don't mind it at all, and because like I really don't want people to be like, oh, what if I say this and then they do this, and then oh my gosh, they're gonna attack me, and they're gonna like do this. It's like no, it's just once you get into the territory of being mean and you get away from the constructive criticism area part, we're gonna have issues because it's like then you're just bullying people, and we don't want people to bully each other, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't want people to get we don't want people to get worried about being like, oh, but I don't really like this, but I don't want to say anything because that's not what
Yeah.
we're trying to do here. And we apologize if we made it seem like that at all, but that was not our intention. We're just trying to clarify things.
I can't. I literally cannot read, but Venison Girl. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but basically, what are each of your favorite scenes? Go, Ash.
In episode 3?
Yes.
I think my favorite scene in episode 3 was either the makeover or Sarah's breakdown. Probably Sarah's breakdown, honestly.
Yukamuka.
Breakdown. Yeah, it was fun.
Mine's the breakdown as well.
It was so fun. It's crazy because I remember Ash and I were talking about it, and we were gonna actually like do some crazy stuff with it, but obviously like it didn't get through. But we were gonna have like they were like smash a mirror. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, we were gonna have her smash a mirror because she was so mad.
Yeah.
But I think that we decided that might be too much.
Yeah.
Cynthius, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, said, will there be graduates, like people who aren't actively attending Ravenwood, appearing in the show at all? I think in certain scenes, if you have scenes outside school, it would be cool to have them.
Well, Tyler is already a graduate, so yes. Tyler is Luna's brother. What about the fall? The fall was in episode 2.
That fall will go down
funny.
in history.
It will.
What the? What the hell was that? The guild thingy? What was that?
Oh, I don't know. That keeps popping up on my thing. I have no idea what that means.
What else is there? Could we possibly see 2 characters duel it out in the arena in an episode? You will see. You will see PvP soon, maybe.
Yeah, there will be something like that. Yes.
Oh, someone was inviting you to a guild. That's why it kept coming up.
Oh.
Will Luna survive the series? Unfortunately, Connor, she will.
Quite unfortunately.
Unfortunately, love, she will.
In the last time on the way you edited it, it looked like Sarah tried to drop kick her. That's so funny. I love that so much. It was so hard to animate her falling. It was so hard.
Will
Alyssa Love make a singing appearance?
Will she, Ash?
Maybe. Probably not, but maybe.
Probably not. You'll have a... Should we say this?
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
Never mind, guys.
I know what you're going to say. Don't say it.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Nobody knows. Oh my gosh. We have to tease you. We can't spill.
What I will say is it's soon. Soon. The tease will come out.
Soon the tease will be out.
Y'all should do a raffle where whoever wins can have a little starring character.
Aww,
I like that idea actually.
Booyard. If you ever if you check out the Twitter, we will sometimes get talk about filming, and you can even have your character join, and you can have your character be in a frame where they're talking. Some people have had that where they had their characters in frame speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever wanted to do that, you can always join the Discord, which would be great. Not Discord, Twitter. Sorry. Or join the Discord too.
Ash, can you explain the neighbor human meat sandwich?
No. I will not be explaining that today.
Is this whole series obsession with moons a double entendre for butts and gats? Sure, why not?
It is. It is.
Luna is shy but thoughtful. Yeah, that's a great way to sum her up actually. I feel like Luna, she doesn't know what to do with herself really. So I guess to some people her being thoughtful kind of just seems like in a way, maybe her being selfish, but Luna just has no idea what the hell she's doing. So
Yeah.
she reminds me of a newborn baby.
Yeah. She didn't even want to go to Ravenwood. She didn't want to. She wasn't excited to start out her first day. Like, if you remember in episode 1, like, she was like, I just want to get it over with. I just want to get it over with so you guys will stop asking me about it. Like, she literally is not excited to be there. She's just there because she has to be. That's just what she has to do. And like, she already wasn't excited to begin with, and now this is happening to her, and like, she got inconclusive, and she gets made fun of. She doesn't have a lot to say. She's already insecure, and this is just like making it worse on her, so she's very quiet.
This is the series PG. I can't remember exactly what the rating of Wizard 101 is, but it's the rating of Wizard 101. So
Yeah.
you probably won't see Mean Girls type parties.
Or any cussing or
Yeah.
anything.
Are there other schools? I don't know, is there?
I don't know.
Where did she go to school before? Good question, actually. Where did she go to school?
We haven't decided that. That might be something that we decide later on, and then we include that in. Or that can be something that, if you guys want to make headcanons, you can.
Yes.
Maybe if you guys want to even make headcanons, we might use them in the show. So we don't really know yet. We haven't disclosed that. I mean, it's kind of like with Wizard 101. We just appear one day in here. Like, where did we come from? Like, it's kind of like the same thing. We haven't really thought that far back because it's kind of like just with Wizard 101. We're here with no parents. Like, what's going on?
Could Ravenwood Rising ever take place in other worlds? Could there be other schools in other worlds? We did say earlier that obviously they will go to other worlds because obviously, as I said earlier, just keeping it in Ravenwood would become boring. But there being other schools in other worlds, maybe not. We're not sure. Like, as we say many times, we just take every episode as it comes.
Yeah. You should make community posts for ideas for Ravenwood Rising. I should do that. I think I will do that. Although I know if I do it on YouTube, there's going to be a bunch of... I think we'll do it on the Twitter, because if I do it on YouTube, there's going to be a bunch of, like, the shorts watchers that comment on it, and they're going to be like, human meat sandwich! And, like,
yeah. But yeah, so basically, how the process is, so the episodes aren't written, like, so what happens is we write, so for example, we wrote episode 3, we finalize it, make sure it's fine, we do a read through, we send it off to the voice actors, and then the process of making the episode starts, and then we work on the next script when the episode is out, if that makes any sense. So no episode is, I think episode 2 was started a bit before episode 1 came out, but it wasn't really written in terms of it being an actual script. But essentially how a script is written is so for example for episode 3, I wrote pretty much how the script was going to go in terms of what scene had what, and then Ash would go through it when she had the time and add things or change things, change how people say things, and then it basically goes from there. We just add scenes if we need to or remove things, and that's how it works.
Fun fact, episode 3 was literally going to have a scene where Luna talked to Merle Ambrose, but we took that out, but it literally...
That scene was like, I think that was the first finished scene, and then we
Yeah.
removed it.
We did. There was a scene where she talked to Ambrose in it, but we removed it because there was a reason why we removed it. It was because we didn't know how exactly to work it in, and she really doesn't have the personality where she would go talk to Merle herself. So we just didn't feel like it was really fitting for her.
Mm-hmm.
That's also really true. He doesn't move.
Yeah. editors cutting bloopers for video at the end of the season. Maybe I think we were talking about this.
I delete all of the clips. So that couldn't work because after every episode is done, I delete all of the clips from my computer so I don't have bloopers anymore.
I mean, what we could do is we could show you, like, perhaps I could take screenshots of the process of episode 4 and in the future show you the process of it when episode 4 has been long done. Maybe.
Yeah. I keep yawning. I'm so tired for some reason. I don't even know why I'm tired.
It's 4 a.m. for me.
OMG. It's 10 p.m. for me. I don't know why I'm so tired.
I think it's just like happens. Like you just become tired little cows, you know.
Yeah. Will the guy from episode 2 who talked back to Melinda Wu have a comeback? Dude, he did eat. He's at the moment he hasn't. At the moment, he's not gonna be like. I mean, maybe he'll be like a side character, but at the moment we don't have anything written for him. But he did eat. That was honestly probably one of my favorite side characters. Like that was a really good moment. I loved that moment.
Actually, talking about side characters, this will mostly be in terms of when in-game filming happens. This won't be for episode 4, so don't get your hopes up just yet. But we probably will need quite a lot of people for a future episode.
Oh yes, we will.
And it's going to probably be a bit of a bigger episode, just in terms of the stuff that's in it. So this is a good time to get your Ravenwood Rising uniform, because we're gonna basically need a lot of you guys. Emily, you do know about this one.
Yes. But I think that's about it for now. We have been going for 2 hours. Thank you guys so much for all of your questions. Oh really? Next world will start with part 1. Max level will increase 125. I didn't know that.
Really?
Huh.
Where'd you see that?
Yeah, can you link that to me? I want to see that. I'm just now ending the stream Google Docs, but if you want to put it in my Discord, if you want to link it there, I would greatly appreciate that. Is there anything you can tease for episode 4?
Yeah. Do you want me to say one word?
Wait, what is it? Tell me. Like whisper. Or no, don't whisper.
I'll DM you it.
DM me, yeah.
I'll do it.
Whispering would not do anything.
Just that word. It's in Ravenwood Rising.
Let's see. There it is. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, guys. The word is dream. That's your spoiler for episode 4.
That's a good song, like from the Sharkborn Lava Girl.
Dream, 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 dream. Yeah, dream. That's your hint for episode 4. Dream, 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 dream. So funny. Okay.
So, you guys will have to wait 4 weeks, but you'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. But thank you so much for coming to the live stream. I love you guys so much, and thank you for all of your questions that you asked. I hope that you enjoy Ravenwood Rising so far, and I'm really excited to start working on episode 4. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be probably about 4 weeks, honestly, but it'll be out, so don't worry. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for all your questions. I hope that nobody's too offended tonight. Hopefully not at all. But thank you for coming. And thank you to Mona Blah, Connor, and Jay. I think that's all. Mona Blah, Connor, and Jay. Thank you guys for your donos tonight. I love you very much. Join my Discord if you want to. Go follow Ravenwood Rising on Twitter. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another live stream at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Love you. Mwah. Bye.